I'm Andrea Cooper, and I'm the Executive Director of Upstate Forever. Upstate Forever promotes a balanced approach to growth in the upstate. Greenville's low-density sprawling land use pattern is built almost entirely for cars. For most residents, that means travel by automobile is the only option in almost every case. Most of us want transportation choices. We want a well-functioning transit system. The issue is, we're not making the land use decisions to support those options. As we grow, we need to identify strategic nodes where walking, biking, and transit are prioritized over car travel. We commissioned a study to measure the financial costs of sprawl as compared to other compact alternatives. I think you will find the results compelling.
I'm Joe Minicozy. I'm the principal and founder of Urban 3, based in Asheville, North Carolina. We analyze cities all across the country as well as internationally to help them better understand their financial productivity based on their land uses and how they've developed. At the heart of our analysis is the value per acre method. Comparing tax productivity of developments without regard to size is a little bit like measuring the fuel economy in miles per tank instead of miles per gallon. If we take into consideration that larger sprawl developments often cost a city or county much more in infrastructure costs, such as roads, utilities, police, and fire protection, we realize how important it is to look beyond the first number that we see. Looking at value per acre gives us a more meaningful way to understand how that development pattern fits within the entire community and what its return on investment is relative to other development patterns across the entire region. For this analysis, we use the Greenville County tax assessor's data files to figure out how much land each parcel consumed, as well as what its value was. When we visualize the results of the data, we can clearly see that the more dense development patterns are yielding a significantly higher value per acre. The peak tax value per acre in the county is $65 million per acre, located at 2 West Washington Street. To put this in perspective, the shops at Green Ridge in the Woodruff Road commercial corridor generate a tax value of just under $950,000 per acre. These examples confirm what we expect to see, that when you stack stories, you're essentially stacking your dollar bills, you're stacking your value, and that even a modest 2- and 3-story building can generate tremendous amounts of tax potency. This building at 18 South Main produces more than $30 million an acre in just 3 stories. These lessons hold true when analyzing value per acre across larger areas. Downtown Greenville as a whole produces about $20,000 an acre in value. Other commercial areas produce far less value on a per acre basis. The Woodruff Road commercial corridor generates less property tax revenue than the downtown cluster, while consuming 77% more land. When we turn our attention to the sales tax, we can see that downtown is significantly outperforming the major commercial corridors in this area as well. Urban 3 worked with the South Carolina Department of Revenue to acquire retail sales and then cluster the values produced for each commercial corridor. Downtown Greenville produced at a staggering $223,000 of retail sales taxes per acre, while the next highest area was Haywood Road at about $163,000 per acre. We can also look at jobs, where downtown produced more than 3 times the jobs per acre of the Woodruff Road corridor. The Greenville data clearly shows that dense, walkable, mixed-use environments are producing far more than any other form of development, such as sprawl. When cities and counties do their development, they should consider their most valuable asset is the land that they sit on and not squander that into low productivity uses.
The important thing to remember is that we have choices, but those choices have trade-offs. If we want to grow in a fiscally sustainable way, we must stop sprawling. If we want a robust transportation system, we need pockets of walkable, compact development. If we want a Greenville with transportation choices, we must start with smarter land use planning.